peace came. For Himmler, the end. Himmler's band was finally picked up by a small British patrol near Bremerförde and put in Camp Baunstedt near Lüneburg. It was packed with prisoners of war. Somewhere among these men is Heinrich Himmler, still unrecognized. On May the 23rd, he revealed his true identity. The following day, Himmler's adjutants, Grothmann and Macher, his last two faithful companions, were filmed. They didn't know their boss was already dead. Souvenirs snap. British soldiers drink to the death of Heinrich Himmler. One of them tells the story.
And I brought him to the microphone to tell you what happened. Sergeant Major Austin.
Before I arrived, I didn't know it was Himmler. I was only told there was an important prisoner whom I was to guard. As he came into the room, not the arrogant figure which we all know, but dressed in an army shirt, a pair of underpants, with a blanket wrapped round him, I immediately recognized him as Himmler. Speaking to him in German, and pointing to an empty couch, I said, "That's your bed. Get undressed." He looked at me and then looked at an interpreter and said, "He doesn't know who I am." I said, "Yes, I do. You're Himmler. But still, that's your bed. Get undressed." He tried to steer me out, but I stared at him back. And eventually he dropped his eyes and sat down on the bed and started to take off his underpants. The doctor and the colonel then came into the room and started to carry out a routine inspection, looking for poison, which we suspected he probably had on him. He looked between his toes, all over his body, under his armpits, in his ears, behind his ears, in his hair, and then he came to his mouth. He asked Himmler to open his mouth. He did, and he ran his tongue around his lips quite easily, but the doctor wasn't satisfied. He asked him to come nearer to the light. He came nearer to the light and opened his mouth. The doctor tried to put two fingers into his mouth to have a good look inside, I suspected. And Himmler threw his head away and, clamping down on the doctor's fingers, crushed the phial of poison which he had been carrying in his mouth for hours. The doctor said, "He's done it." He died. And when he died, we threw a blanket over him and left him.